Hi, everyone. This last year has been an incredible journey for myself. I started out running in sambas with blisters and just setting an insane goal to run every day for a year. Not sure why I decided to do it, but I knew that it was possible. And to make it possible, I decided to make the goal more achievable. So the goal was made easy, right? Instead of setting a distance for the long haul, like a year goal, I just focused on short, achievable goals of just a mile a day. And my original train of thought really was based on time, because the common excuse I always gave myself was I just didn't have enough time to get a good run in. So I figured, a mile has never taken me longer than 11 minutes. So if I just set aside 11 minutes a day, I could do this. I could run a mile a day for a year. And the result has been amazing. This is day 366. It's been a leap year. So, I went into this not knowing that we were heading into a leap year. So it was a little bit further than I expected to go by a day, but that's all right. Everything turned out okay. But yeah, it's been an amazing journey. And what I've learned is you can do anything you put your mind to. Just chipping away a little at a time. And it's been a great journey for me. Not only have I had amazing health benefits, but I've had a lot of time to reflect and just enjoy my time running. The video that you're seeing is the trail that I wound up finding as a result of running every day. When you run every day, you begin to look for new paths to run on, and this path here wound up being my favorite. I love running on this nature trail. The wildlife there's beautiful. Just the nature, the trees, the flowers, the gravel, the sky. You really come to enjoy your surroundings. And while I ran on this path, the first month or so, maybe even less, I began to really enjoy breathing. And I became one with the trail itself, it felt like. And so I guess my advice would be to enjoy what you're doing. And if running is not enjoyable, sit back and kind of think about what could make it enjoyable. For me, it wound up being, and I discovered it on accident, running on a trail where I could really take in the beauty of my environment. So as the year went on, I decided to make a few investments in myself. I bought new running shoes. I bought a running watch, like a GPS watch. And just kind of went all in. The new shoes, the new socks, the watch, everything just gave me additional motivation to push harder and run extra miles. And running apps like the Nike Run app, Strava, the fitness applications that come on the Apple Watch. All those different apps have all sorts of unique benefits. And most of them are just goal setting. So on top of the goals that I had set for myself, I had these little fun achievements that I could unlock, whether it was figuring out your fastest mile time, 5K, 10K, half marathon, those huge lofty goals that you never think you're going to do. You decide to go out and just do them. And over the last year, I did 2 half marathons. The first one was a nightmare. I mean, I was almost in tears. I could barely walk finishing. I think my time was 2 hours, 47 minutes. And then, as I decided to take things more seriously, I upped my mileage. And later on in the year, I did the second half marathon, and my time was 2 hours and 8 minutes. I cut 39 minutes out of 13 miles. So my pace, I dropped it 3 minutes per mile. I hardly walked. I did walk for like 3 minutes or so on that second half marathon, but that was just to drink, really. I didn't walk because my legs were tired. It was just easier to drink. But the improvements I saw all year long were just amazing. And one of the apps, the health app on the iPhone, showed me some really cool things that I didn't even consider important before, and I didn't even really know that they existed, like VO2 max, resting heart rate. I mean, I knew resting heart rate existed. I never really understood its importance or the relevance. And I began to see these huge changes in my overall health. And, I checked my blood pressure pretty often and realized that not only was I getting faster and stronger and more confident in my running, and not only was I having time to reflect on my life and just enjoy my being, but my heart was getting better. I mean, I was literally prolonging my life. And I was having a fun time doing it. I mean, for the first time in my life, I was enjoying running. And, as part of my job in the Air Force, I have to maintain my physical fitness. And one of the components of our assessment is running 1.5 miles. And what I'd done previously for years is, the month, maybe 2 months leading up to a test, is I'd get out there and I'd try and run every day or every other day or something leading up to the exam. And it was always a dreadful time. I mean, not only leading into the PT test was I struggling, but on test day, I was nervous. I didn't know if I was going to pass the test or not. And after, this year of running, I've realized that, if I were to take a test right now or any day over the past year, for the most part, I would have easily passed the test. I mean, the first month or month and a half, I would have obviously struggled just like I do after a month or a month and a half of prepping for the tests in previous years. But I'm in a much better place now, mentally, physically, emotionally. And it couldn't have been better timing. I mean, we had COVID-19 this year, so we had all this stress focused around cardiovascular systems, and to not have to worry about that as much has reduced my stress pretty significantly. Had my first child, Penelope. So knowing that I'm prolonging my life and maybe getting away from a screaming baby for 10 minutes at a time has been truly beneficial. So my recommendation would just be get out there and spend time running. I mean, even if it's a slow jog, just do it. And if you need help or you need motivation, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to work with you guys and talk to you and let you know more about my experience. In the description below, I'm going to include an excerpt or a testimonial. So I hope you can enjoy that. If you went on to enjoy this video or the testimonial that I've included below, please leave a like, comment on the video how this has improved your life or maybe your view on running. Subscribe if you're interested in more testimonials like this, or if you like my other content, which is gaming content. Either way, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.